The National Association of Student Affairs Professionals, also known as NASAP, was founded on the campus of Howard University, April 1st, 1954. NASAP is on the leading edge regarding issues, solutions, and professional development opportunities for student affairs professionals serving at historically black colleges and universities, and for those professionals who serve minority populations in diverse settings around the country. The annual conference provides a forum for professional growth and development for all those who are involved in the student affairs profession. This association's motto is, "Work is love made visible."
What's up, world? It's your boy here, Jalil, and it's NASAP 2015. For those who may not know, NASAP is a leadership conference from HBCUs all across the nation, from Southern University to Bowie State to FAMU. It just can keep going and going. But enough about that. NASAP is a leadership conference that discusses leadership development, leadership skills. It allows people to network, connect, continue to build a brand, and to form one unity as HBCUs. And you see behind me, I got kings, queens, presidents, vice presidents, advisors. It's a little bit of everyone. So look, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show, because it's NASAP 15 and y'all talk, baby. Let's go!
Everyone, my name is Stephanie Durr. I'm a 21-year-old public administration major from the soulful city of Detroit, Michigan, and I am serving as the 86th Miss Kentucky State University. My experience here at NASAP has been wonderful. I have learned so much. I have been able to network with so many great people, grasp ideas, and actually learn about myself and how to rethink my leadership in my new position that I'm serving. I'm really loving it. And I am also a member of the illustrious Alpha Pi chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Jay Morrow. I am a representative of the University of the District of Columbia. I'm here at NASAP 2015. This is actually my third NASAP, but first time presenting, and I presented on Did You Know You Were an Ally? And the things I try to impart with the students is making sure you have the why as to whatever you do, and making sure that everything you do is inclusive, and make sure it's culturally sensitive and also sensitive to the LGBTQ family. So, I think that I really targeted their suggestions, and I'm a very interactive person, so I let them give me suggestions, and they give each other suggestions on how do we include this this segment of the population, because it's not that we're separate, but sometimes we get left out because of feeling comfortable. So my thing is, I always want to make sure everyone feels comfortable, and I encourage my students to do the same thing. So there's nothing different. We all who we are, and the only difference is who I choose to love. So with that being said, that's what being an ally is supporting and making sure you stand up for everybody, because everyone needs someone to stand for them.
Greetings from Savannah State University. I am Lauren Papillon, Miss Virginia State University 2015-2016.
Greetings, I am Carissa Smith, hailing from the oh so lovely Garden State, and I am Miss Bowie State University 2015-2016.
All right, so this is our first time at NASAP, and we have met each other for the first time, but we've communicated with each other since we won for our reigns and everything. But my experience at NASAP has been nothing truly but amazing. I love all of my sister queens, especially this one right here. She truly has a humble spirit. All the queens are so regal, so classy, and also very funny. So that's one of my experiences here.
I think just being around people who are just so passionate about going forward and just trying to make change, it's very hard in the sense we're basically defying statistics, and I think it's a beautiful thing that young African Americans could come together and show that we can be professional, we can be innovative, we can come up with energetic ideas, and that we're thriving to make the world a better place in a sense through our communities by being student leaders. And I think that's what NASAP has really been an eye-opener for me. I'm just truly blessed to be here and humbled to be here as well. And of course, it's been fun.
Definitely.
Welcome back, Yard Talk viewers. You know, it's your boy here, Jalil, and I'm here with a very dapper individual. So clean cut. Everything just smooth about this man right here. If you don't know who he is, his name is Dr. Alex Ellis, a custom clothier from Newark, New Jersey. He got his own clothing line, everything. But I'm not gonna talk about it. I'm gonna let him talk about it. But Dr. Ellis, my question to you is, I know you have a book out called Restoring the Image of a Black Male, correct? What is it about the book that you want people to know?
Well, the premise of the book was to bring us back to the Harlem Renaissance at a time when, man, you could see your reflection in the shine of a man's shoes, where men wore fedora hats and wore ties. And it wasn't so much about money. It wasn't about Tom Ford or Ralph Lauren. It was about a sense of pride that black was beautiful, and that despite the segregation and injustices that were taking place, that we knew that there was greatness on the inside of us. And I'm trying to bring our young men specifically back to that mindset, because now it's become in vogue to look raggedy, to not comb your hair, for your jeans to sag, and all of those things. And I just want our young men to carry themselves with a sense of dignity and class and pride, because we know that there is greatness on the inside of them. And we also know that people judge them simply based on how they look. So it's important, it's imperative that our young men are conscious that when they leave the house, you know, they don't just represent themselves. They represent their family. They represent a college or university they go to. They represent their local church or mosque or whatever. Or they represent their country. And so we want to make sure that the best of who they are is presented to the world. Because again, as we all know, you only get one time to make a first impression. So we want them to do that with class.
And you know, that's very interesting that you said that last part with the first impression. My mother used to always tell me, never leave the house just looking crazy.
Right.
She was like, you never know
Absolutely.
who you'll meet or who you'll network with or who you even come into, you know, conversation with, because this day and age, I could bump into Jay-Z and not even know it. You know, and that's just kind of the thing with that. Now, being at the fact that this area is the NASAP conference, and you spoke at the Smell Smoker.
Okay.
How does that kind of make you feel that you're in a room full of leaders that are males that could actually have a trickle-down effect on what it is that you're trying to put back into the universe?
It's first of all, I'm inspired because I look and I see a room full of young college-age men of color that are suited and booted. I mean, these cats was cold. I mean, bow ties, hand-tie bow ties, pocket squares, ties. I mean, I was taking notes on some of the stuff that they had on. I mean, so the guys look great. The burden of responsibility for me is I have an audience with leaders from across the nation that if I could get through to them, they have the ability to go back and infiltrate their campus with that information. So it's like Dr. Maya Angelou says this. She says, as you learn, teach. As you get, give. And so I put that responsibility on them, that as you're gaining information and learning tips and learning a different perspective with reference to your style and image, now it's incumbent upon you, not for you to go back and be the flyest cat on the yard, but for you to go back and say, you know what, bruh, let me teach you how to tie that tie. That's not tied right. Let me help you. Or bruh, you got the label on the sleeve of your suit jacket. Really supposed to remove that. Let me help you, so that you help a brother, because I look at it like this. I am my brother's keeper, and together we will rise. So it's not about me being so fresh and so clean as an individual, but it's about us being a community of men that look distinguished, and not just distinguished on the exterior and ratchet on the inside. So it's a holistic approach to image. And so we're not gonna wear ties and beat our girlfriends. We're not gonna wear suits and we smoking and not going to class. We're going to be men of integrity. We're going to be men of our word. We are going to graduate. We're going to mentor. We're going to be active in our community. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be well-read, well-traveled. You know, it's all of that that presents the proper image of young men of color. And it's just awesome to be able to share with them at NASAP this weekend.
Lost for words, you know? No, but Dr. Ellis is more than just someone who puts clothes together for people and does fashion. He's definitely a motivational speaker. As you can see, he just motivated me. You know, I feel like I'm so underdressed right now.
No, you're fine, man. You're making that brand.
Yeah, hey, but at the end of the day, it's all about lifting as you climb. So thank you so much for being on the show. And NASAP is more than just about a leadership conference, but it's also about educating males and educating females on not only how they carry themselves, but how to conduct themselves and lift as they climb, like I already stated. So, hey, it's NASAP 2015. It's Yard Talk 101. It's Dr. Ellis, all right? Stay tuned.
Pleasure.
How you doing, Yard Talk? It's C. Vernon Martin from Florida Memorial University in Miami. Florida Memorial was blessed to be a part of NASAP. I think it's very important because Florida Memorial was one of the founding institutions. We were there for the first NASAP where we had 13 schools and 23 students. Now we watched it grow to over 400 students. It's important for student leadership to develop, nurture, and grow. So Dr. Hall's vision is definitely coming to reality and helping take leadership to another level with our future. So encourage and support Yard Talk and check it out. And when you get a chance, check me out on Tuesday evenings or Wednesday nights for Talk to Me Sports. We deal with sports and community, 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern. Follow us at TalkToMeSportsRadio.com.
What's good, world? It's your boy Jalil. And yeah, it's a little turn behind me. NASAP isn't always all business. As you see, the SGAs, the royal courts, even the advisors can sometimes have a little fun. Now here I'm here with my man SHAQ Diesel. No, I'm just messing. SHAQ Dillon. He used to be Mr. Southern University out in Baton Rouge. Now SHAQ, being the fact that you were a student and now you're here as an advisor, kind of like how does it feel, and talk about a little bit of the transition.
Well, first and foremost, I want to take the lead role as Mr. Southern, but basically you can call it that. But coming back and being as an advisor, it's a phenomenal feeling to see how the advisors network within the HBC world. It's job opportunities out there, and they look out for each other. I may leave, my next job might come from the people who came to NASAP, and just coming here and networking with the students and seeing everybody grow into their fields of what they're supposed to be and learning out what their purpose is supposed to be in life is an amazing feeling. So coming back with our students, they like what to expect, and I'm just like, your life gonna change forever once coming to this particular conference.
Yeah, I will definitely agree with you because I was here when you was here 2 years ago as SGA president for Virginia State. Now look, what is this something that you have already taken from being at NASAP before?
One thing I have taken is to network. I mean, when I came to NASAP in 2013, the people that was in my group, we still have our group meet to this day. We still road trip, go to each other's graduation, support each other. Networking is the #1 key here, no matter if it is an advisor, Dr. Briscoe, Mr. Stowe, the Queens, the Kings, the SJ president. Somebody is going to be the next CEO of a company, and I'm trying to get in with them.
And I ain't mad at you. You heard it from him. It's about networking, it's about building friendships, and it's about building bonds. Yo, it's NASAP 2015. Yard Talk 101, baby, let's go.
Greetings from Tennessee State University. My name is Racia Poston, serving as the 75th Government Association President for Tennessee State University. We've been here at NASAP since Tuesday morning, and we've been having a great time. It's great to see all the HBCUs come across and come together for a great cause.
Yo, we back, and it's Yard Talk 101. And I have some very prominent people around me right now in the HBCU world. We got Travis, we got Jeremiah, and we got Torrence. HBCU Pride Nation. Here at NASAP, HBCU Pride Nation has had an opportunity of a lifetime, the first one to give a presentation on not only leadership, but HBCU Pride Nation in itself. Yo, Travis, how does it feel?
It's surreal, man. Just to be able to have students coming to our session within 2 minutes. We got 70 people in here, and it's standing room only. It really shows how much we have really touched people and impacted people. And then for my team to really just perform well and tell people who we are, what we do, and getting them very intrigued about being a part of our movement, it's a blessing, man. Like last year, I just came off the strength of wanting to meet people, and the very next year, we are a presenter at this great conference. So it was really good.
Yeah, I can only imagine. They did an excellent job. Yo, Jeremiah, how does it make you feel that so many people filled the room to listen to y'all vision of HBCU Pride Nation and leadership with the HBCUs?
Well, I was really shocked because there's, what you can't see behind that camera is that there are other classrooms here, and as soon as people came into these halls, this classroom I think was probably the first one to get filled up, and actually think some people were so, they were so overwhelmed by the amount of people that were in here that they actually had to trickle out and go to other classrooms because there was literally nowhere to sit. People were sitting on the floors. So for me, it was amazing, and I say that because I think our staff here represents what we want for the HBCU students to really interact inter-college wise. So Travis Jackson being a graduate of North Carolina A&T, as well as Torrence being a graduate of North Carolina A&T, and me being a graduate of John C. Smith, and then you being a graduate of Virginia State, it just shows what we're able to do here is really connect the dots between HBCU leaders and really develop tomorrow. So I was pleased.
I definitely agree with that. And Torrence, what do you feel like has been the impact that you guys have left after today?
I feel like today we let the students know, that we're here to help, and we're here to preach the gospel of HBCUs, and the impact that was left today is that, they were here to hear the gospel and take it back to their campuses and preach it. So we got a very good vibe from everyone, a great feeling, and we feel like we're going to do a lot of great things with a lot of the leaders that were here.
Yeah, I think so too. I can definitely agree with the presentation, definitely agree with the impact, and definitely agree with the audience that you guys have filled the room with and here.
About the presentation.
Me personally, I like the ability that you guys were able to be personable and allow them to really engage and sync and everything that you guys were dropping knowledge. I mean, you hit everything from famous people, from Jay-Z to bringing God into the mix. Like, you not only were able to speak to leaders on a leadership level, but you were able to speak to them spiritually, emotionally, culturally. And I feel like that is what has made HBCU Pride Nation so amazing. So, hey, you see, I just gave a little spiel myself, you know what I'm saying? Hey, but it's Yard Talk 101 and it's HBCU Pride Nation. Hey, don't be surprised if you see some more from this team right here, all right? Yo, it's Yard Talk NASAP 2015. Stay tuned.
Travis Jackson, CEO and founder of the great HBCU Pride Nation LLC, here with the amazing student leaders of all our HBCUs at NASAP 2015. We are HBCU Pride! Yeah!
Yo, what's up, Yard Talk? It's your boy Jalil, and there's a lot of red around me. You know what I'm saying? It is one origin blue that stands in between them. Mm-hmm. Even though I'm alumni from Virginia State University, we do have Winston-Salem State University right here. And it's unity. There's no more than negativity between VSU and Winston-Salem. I just really wanted to stay that out there. So being that I am with Miss and Mr. Winston-Salem State University, I would like for them to kind of explain their experience in NASAP.
First off, my name is Rody Lamb Jr., and I serve as Mr. Winston-Salem State University. And I think I can pretty much speak for everyone here saying that this experience has really been beneficial. Being able to be in different sessions and network with different people and just have the opportunity to meet and expand our institution and take the information back to our institution, I think it's really a blessing. So
I definitely agree with you. What about you?
My name is Dontia Bear, and I'm Miss Winston-Salem State University, and I definitely agree with Rody. The network experience is absolutely amazing. Meeting everyone from different HBCUs and coming together as one to unify us as one body has been a truly remarkable experience. I'm enjoying it. I'm sure everybody else is enjoying it, right? So, yeah, definitely.
As you can see, NASAP conference is where you need to be if you're an SGA World Corps, or if you're a leader and you're not here this year, all right? So we hope to see y'all next year. It's NASAP, it's Yard Talk 101, all right?
We see red.
What's up, world? We're back here at NASAP at Savannah State University. Now, NASAP is one of the top leadership conferences amongst all HBCUs. However, it wouldn't be the top if it wasn't for certain people to make sure that it was up there. And one of the important people in the mix is Mr. Desmond Stowe, one of the coordinators for the NASAP conference. So, Mr. Stowe, talk to me about how it feels to have NASAP here for the third year at Savannah State.
Okay, so we were definitely honored to have the Institute choose us as one of the host selections, and to choose Savannah State for 3 consecutive years. It gives them a really opportunity to see the South. Traditionally, it was up north, so it's been at Bowie, been at Maryland Eastern Shore. So this is the first time the Institute, out of 19 years, got a chance to come to the South and really get some of that good Southern hospitality in the way of good leadership, landscape, weather, food, just the whole atmosphere of the Southern type of leadership that we have down here. So it's definitely honored to get to showcase our university and to provide the opportunity for leaders across America at other universities as well.
Okay. This is actually the third year's been here. I was here the first year as the Virginia State SJ president, and I know speaking with you earlier, you were saying that it's gotten a lot better. From then 2 years ago, 3 years ago to now. What do you think are some of the major improvements that you guys were able to make the NASAP experience at Savannah State so amazing for the students?
So with anything, the first time you do it, you kind of want to do your best the first time, and your expectations are set high. With anything, when you do something, the second time you do it, then you're able to get more feedback on what was done. Then you're able to kind of perfect those things and then do those intricate details and stuff like that that you want to kind of do and make sure that you do your best. So we just got some kinks out of the way, know what the expectations are, set those, and then just kind of elevated it to the next level.
Is the planning process strenuous?
It is. It is strenuous with the team of the people who we have with the National Association who sit on the board, and then with the people to make logistics just happen and getting people from airports and from buses and train stations to get, all of the students here. It is tedious, and, try to keep weather in mind and events in mind and just the energy up because, it's 7 days of back to back to back to back, and then just try to keep it flowing and fun, but learn at the same time. So the planning process is a tedious and hard one, but at the end, when it comes to when you see the events and all the events that you see and students, it's just, it comes together, and it's worth it. It really is.
And it came to life, basically.
You
took it from paper and put some color on it, threw a little lights on it, some more. And some more,
right? And we put all that in there. So yeah, it really does. It really does make a good for a good time.
How do you feel about it this year? How do you feel so far? It's not over.
It's not over.
But how do you feel about it so far?
The students are having a great time. The students are really, and that's the ultimate goal, that the students are having a good time, and that the students are really learning how to be good leaders and do everything that they need to do to help them and be successful next year in their administration. So it's going great. Are there things that we can do a little bit better? For some people, yeah, there are always going to be some things that don't work out the best way that we want them to. But all in all, we're happy about the Institute. Some things could always go smoother, but we're definitely excited that it's here again this year, and that this delegation got to see Savannah State as the NASAP, like you did your first year. You got to kind of experience the South. So we're definitely excited that it's here. Got a couple more days. Got some fun things. We still got to do the tribe presentations, which is really strenuous for them, but then we also got the Low Country Bowl tomorrow that they're going to get to experience, and then the beach trip on Sunday they're going to experience. So it's just together all inclusive package that is second to none.
I definitely can agree with everything you just said, because the NASAP conference offers fun and education, especially being in the fact that you're with leaders, SGA, Royal Court, advisors. It's like from the fall to the spring semester is just business. You never really have that time to really enjoy the position, and this gives you the opportunity to enjoy the position. And by being someone who experienced it, I would like to say thank you for, putting all that you put into it to make it an experience worth wanting the world to know.
Oh, I appreciate it, and thank you for going on and being the leader that you are, and doing what you're doing with producing and doing everything, and being a product of NASAP and the Student Leadership Institute. So creating your own brand and your own business of things that you learn here at the institute is kind of the pivotal goal that we want for students to have, so you can be successful. So congratulations to you.
Thank you so much, though.
Yes, sir.
Now listen, NASAP still got a lot more to go, so we're going to let him do what he got to do. But look, it's NASAP 2015, Savannah State University. All right, and it's Yard Talk. Mr. Stowe, let's go.
All right, how y'all doing? I'm Gerald Coleman III, Alexa. We have a Drain, and we have Dante. We're from Clark Atlanta University. Our experience at NASAP has been great, from the bonding, the networking, the events that they've been hosting here for us. We love it, and we hope that we'll be back here next year.
What's up, world? It's your boy Jalil, and I have an amazing person sitting next to me, and I feel very honored to even be sitting in the same room in the vicinity. His hair smells so good. But no.
So Jay, hold on, I want to say something. Give me the mic. So I want to say something I'm really proud of. I'm really proud of what you doing with y'all talking. I'm going to tell you why. One of the things that I push for the most is that black people taking control of their own images. One of the problems in America, and I saw this with what was happening in Baltimore and what was happening in Ferguson, is black people didn't have a voice. See, Fox Network is always giving out their opinion, and they don't really care about ratings. What they want to do is set a culture. We never had anybody, because we used to have 106 and Park. We could talk in the middle of 106 and Park, in the middle of somebody shaking their ass. But us, regardless of whether the images are good or bad, and I'm not saying everything should be positive, but just that you and your people around you, because I can tell that these are your people, that y'all taking the initiatives to take our images in your own hand, regardless of what those images. That is not for me to judge. I just wanted to know, I wanted you to know, and I wanted everybody out there to know that I'm proud of y'all, brother. Seriously. That's why I said, after you was explaining to me what the show was, you didn't have to say nothing else. I feel what you're doing, and I'm in support of what you do.
I definitely appreciate that. Many of you know him as David Banner. Let's get that straight. It's more to David Banner. And for all of us leaders, we definitely understand who you really are. Right. He was the former SGA president of Southern University. Got his bachelor's degree there, got his master's at UMES. So it's more to him than hip hop and rap.
And it's funny, even with that, if you notice, I put that out there, but people never gravitate to that because they don't want to see that in black men. They always talk about, who I done fought or how many guns I used to have and the stuff that I used to do in the streets, but nobody ever talks about the level of education. Nobody talks about the level of early leadership, the things that we do in the community. That's why it's important that you do that. And again, I'm not saying everything has to be positive, because we still grown men,
At the end of the day.
I also produce tip drills, so don't get it wrong. But there's a balance, you know what I'm saying? And that's the only thing that I ask, and I appreciate you for telling that to the people.
Yeah, and the biggest thing that I really wanted to ask you is when you were speaking, you mentioned that our generation today looks to our generation for help, for guidance, and that we don't look to elders or to people older for aspirations or for that type of motivation. So being that at one point in time you were my age in my shoes.
And very reckless.
Exactly. Who did you look up to?
Well, the thing about me, brother, is, and I hate that I didn't talk about this the most. I had one of the most, strong fathers that you would ever meet. My dad was from the country of Mississippi. Can I say what I want to say?
Say what you want.
My dad didn't play that shit. You and the gang, all the fuckers gotta fight me. Ain't none of fuckers like stronger or tougher than me. And even though me and my dad didn't get along until I was older, I'll give you an example since we can talk like we want to. People always ask me why I don't wear earrings. And I said the reason why I don't wear earrings because it was only my brother and me, my mom and my dad. So there was only one woman in the house. So when men first started putting 2 earrings in their ears, my dad came in the house early in the morning. He was a fireman. He woke everybody up. He said, anybody in my house wearing an earring, I'm them. I never want no earrings, dog. I never. To this day, my dad is dead. I got his name tattooed on my arm. Still to this day, anytime I think about earrings in my ear, I get shaky because he was dead serious. So it's even though I feared my father and we had a very rocky relationship, I didn't even appreciate him at the time. But I had a model of what a man is supposed to be. So like when men look at me and talk about how tough and how manly I am, I got to be real with you. I am 50% of the man that my dad was. But I had an example of what manhood was. Like when I stopped fearing my father, I got to be honest with you. None of these motherfuckers a threat to me. My dad, I got over that man who terrified me my whole entire life. What you talking about? And I've had a gun. I'm from Mississippi. I've had a legal gun since I was 8. You know what I'm saying? So it's like me and guns and all that kind of stuff. I ain't one of these rappers out here waving their gun. If I pull a gun, I know what to do with it. I'm from Mississippi. There ain't no jokes and ain't no laughing. But I learned that from my father, dude. And one of the reasons why I speak and I go around to these campuses, I don't really make that much money doing it. I do well. I ain't gonna lie to you, but that's part of my responsibility. That's part of the reason why I let my beard turn gray, because I want to show like young brothers that there is a strong black man that's successful, that's an elder. And most people, man, want to be young all their life. Man, I see a lot of my friends, and they my homies. They up on 106 and Park grinding in front of little girls that's old enough to be their daughters, you know, and talking about stuff we did 20 years ago. I'm not the same man that I was 20 years ago. And I told the dude one time, he was like, man, we want the old Banner back. And I was like, dog, really, you don't want him back? And man, well, you wasn't real. I said, well, I'm gonna tell you what's real. The only way that I can prove to you what the old David Banner was would be for me to kill you. And you don't want me to prove that to you. So me being an elder and me helping ushering, me being able to usher the next generation into something that's important to me. Bro, I got one more, and then we gotta go.
Hey, I just appreciate. The only thing I wanna just ask, last thing, is that if it's a quote or anything that you, David Banner, live by, what is it that you know what? Not even David Banner, Mr. Crump. What do you live by?
It's not really a quote, but it's more of a way of thinking. Once I stopped looking, I have this saying, I wrote a poem. I said, what if God lived in your shadow? And we traveled all around the world, all through the universe trying to find God. And he was standing right here waiting on us to just stop. Once I started realizing that God isn't outside of us, God is in us, it made me act different. Think if you thought that your body was the church. You know how we act when we get in the church? We all stand up and what if you found out that your body was the church? It would change the way that you think, the way that you treated yourself. One of the reasons why they convince us that we're niggas is because there's no value in being a nigga. But imagine if you found out that you were God. And that if God is everything and God is all matter, then you are a part of him. So once I started realizing that, bro, it changed everything about me, even as a man. So now when I look at a young black girl and I understand that she's a goddess and she's actually a part of me, not just part of God, the Most High God, but we're all part of the same thing, it changed the way that I looked at. Now it's hard for me to pull the trigger on another man, because when I look at you, I see God. When I see that black man, I see God. I see a reflection of me, and I see a reflection of the Most High, and it changed my whole life. So it's sort of hard for me to get on stage and talk about bitches and hoes and killing other black folks. And I actually think that's sort of being a coward, because white folks killing us every day, and I don't hear no rappers talking about killing no white folks. I just don't. So like for me, and I'm not trying to say on camera that that's what I'm telling you to do, but hey, if that's how you feel. I'm just saying that once we start realizing from what we came from, and once that started being my slogan over and over again, is that God is a part of you. God isn't necessarily out there, even though he is, but he's inside of here. Everything changed. Once I figured out that my ancestors created pyramids and mathematics and science, then math ain't hard to me no more. And I promise you, as soon as I start looking at life that way, money, opportunity, everything start coming to me, dog. I don't have to chase no paper. Paper chase me.
Hey.
I don't look like I done missed no meals, dude.
Hey, look. That's it. David Banner, Mr. Crump, here.
Yard Talk, baby.
Yard Talk, NASAP 2015. Yo, stay tuned.
What's up with y'all? My name is Vital Parker from Miles College, SGA Business Manager. I'm enjoying my time here at NASAP, meeting some great speakers, networking with some great other leaders, and hope to be back next year.
Hello, my name is Vester Waters, and we are here at Savannah State University. I serve as Mr. Mississippi Valley State University 2015-16. You should be at the NASAP conference because not only is it an awesome networking opportunity, but it improves you as an individual.
Hello, my name is Olivia Bwaku. I represent Bowie State University, and I am a part of the Commuter Student Association, and I am the staffing coordinator. My experience at NASAP has been wonderful. When I first came here, the people were very welcoming. I stepped foot on this campus and everyone was saying hi to me, which is very different for me. I have learned a lot so far about leadership and other stuff, and I'm really glad that I had this opportunity, to be here. So.
All right, my name is Antoine Darisaw. I'm representing Kentucky State University, and I am Mr. Kentucky State University.
My name is Elijah Mills from Kentucky State University, and my position is Chief Justice.
My name is Brandon Moore. I'm from Kentucky State University, and I'm the treasurer.
My name is Nicomas Minor, and I'm the Chief of Staff.
Here at NASAP 2015, I've learned a lot. I've been able to connect with other HBCUs, other universities, gain ideas, and gain different outlooks on the way we should run our universities. And it's a good thing because we all can come together and share these things, and we can stay connected throughout the years and see the progress of each other. So it's a good growing process. It's a good learning experience as well. So everybody should definitely make sure that you bring your school to NASAP.
NASAP has been a wonderful experience for all of us. We loved meeting all the students from different HBCUs and seeing all their school pride, which has been amazing. It's inspired us to pump up our Morehouse pride even more. It's been so great hearing all these wonderful leaders. We are so inspired and cannot wait to bring all this back to our beautiful campus in Atlanta, Georgia.
And I really just love the Southern hospitality, honestly. Like, these people are the most genuine, humble, and welcoming people I've ever met, and really just getting the chance to bond with other HBCU queens and seeing how their school kind of does stuff, and also because we go to Spelman, it's all female school, so we get a chance to feel the atmosphere of like guys and girls in one setting. So it's really been amazing.
So I feel like the perception that HBCUs have now, and the perception that Yard Talk is trying to get others to see, is the positive one, the one that draws Black African Americans to the HBCUs to learn about who they really are in their history. So I totally am up for Yard Talk. I like Yard Talk. Let's go.
Yo, Yard Talk viewers, it's NASAP 15. You see what colors I got around me, so you know what team I'm representing. It's Virginia State University. They were here at NASAP. It's been a blessing. It's been fun. We've talked to David Banner. We've talked to everybody here. Yo, it's Yard Talk 101, NASAP 2015 edition. If you didn't come this year, you need to be here next year, all right? Hey.
Hail State. Hey.
Do you want your school featured on Yard Talk? Contact us on social media at Yard Talk 101 or email us at yardtalk101@gmail.com.